Entitled stranger at a campground expects me to have a shirt for her kid to tie-dye, throws a world-class tantrum when I don't. So, my boyfriend and I went camping this weekend at a campground, and we met this couple and their son, maybe 7 to 11 years old. I don't know, I'm bad at telling kids' ages. While we were setting up our tent, and they were setting up at the plot next to ours, we had some polite small talk, and we mentioned that we bought a tie-dye kit to tie-dye a couple of t-shirts while we were there. It was really just a small, cheap tie-dye kit, and we both brought two shirts to make. The mother immediately got excited and said her son would love to tie-dye with us later that night. We were caught off guard, but I was sure there'd be some extra dye, and I didn't really care that much, so I said sure. A few hours of hiking and fishing go by, and then we're ready to go back and settle into our campsite, eat dinner, and start making our t-shirts. We round the corner towards camp, and it was as if this kid was waiting for us. He was right at the path and then sprinted back to his campsite. Once we got closer, his mother stomped over to the trail, and this is how this conversation went. Entitled Mother: "Where have you guys been? We've waited hours." Me: we've been hiking, but he can come use it in a little bit once we set it up." I was totally caught off guard and turned off that she even approached me that way, but I blew it off again. Like, did this lady expect me to alter my plans all day to cater to her kid? We get to our campsite, and I'm about to start dinner, but this woman and her kid are just staring at us. So I decide to just get the dye ready so he can bring his stupid t-shirt over and leave us alone so we can eat in peace. I bring the dye out, and they come over to our table empty-handed. Entitled Mother: "It looks great. He's a small or a medium." Me: "What? I don't have anything for him to use. I thought you had your own t-shirt that you wanted to dye." Entitled Mother: "No, you are the ones who brought the tie-dye kit. We waited all day for you to get back." Me: "I don't know what to tell you. We only have 4 t-shirts to make for ourselves." Entitled Mother: "I can't believe you told my son that he could tie-dye and got his hopes up. He waited for you all day. Can he have one of yours?" "No, absolutely not," I said while laughing. "It's not funny," she said. "Don't laugh at me." At that point, I'm just like, whatever, lady, and we keep snickering at her until they storm back to their campsite, where she starts playing literal death metal music full blast. It's hilarious. That chick was insane, throwing a full-blown tantrum and glaring at us from afar. An hour or so later, the ranger comes over to our tent and said he got a report that we were drinking alcohol. We were drinking alcohol, but they typically don't care unless we're disturbing other campers. And we were just 2 people sitting and eating dinner quietly. I told him what happened, and he thought it was hilarious. And I jokingly said that I'd like to make a counter report about EM's music. He was like, "Hell yeah, I'll do it," and went over to her. She threw a fit when he told her to turn that crap down, and I heard her screaming about how we're partying and drinking, and how dare he confront her and not us. Eventually, her husband turned her music off while she was mid-screech. Then she sulked into her tent and never came back out. And the ranger came back over to our site for a beer after dark. We considered calling her poor husband over for a beer too, but decided not to poke the bear. Why on earth would two traveling adults have a child-sized shirt laying around? What kind of creepy adults go camping with a child's shirt just in case they run into a kid who wants it? I bet Opie didn't even make extra dinner for their family. Unbelievable. In all seriousness, I feel bad for the kid having a parent like that. That poor kid. She's the one who got him excited over this and had him waiting around for you to return. I'm glad you didn't come back to find them already using your kit. If you don't bring enough shirts for everyone, you can't tie-dye at all. The nerve of you. Like seriously, you were hiking all day and I'm betting she was sitting around her campsite doing nothing. She could have driven into town and hit up a Michael's for a cheap shirt in his size so he could participate. The audacity of her, expecting random strangers to just happen to have a t-shirt for a kid, is off the charts. So, this entitled mother expected you to anticipate that they would be there and that their son of whatever age would be interested. Then correctly guess his size in advance and supply several shirts for him to F up. By the way, all you need is a light colored t-shirt. I'll bet they had several and just weren't willing to sacrifice one. That's a yikes from me. She actually expected you to have a shirt for her son? That's ridiculous. Why would two adults have a child-sized shirt when they don't have a child with them? It makes no sense. She needs to take a big chill pill. Also, demanding it for free didn't help her case. I don't know if the outcome would have been any different, but if she said something like, "Look, my son really wants to participate, but unfortunately we don't have a spare shirt. Can I buy one of yours for $30?" She would have come across as normal and non-crazy, and I don't know if they would have sold her the shirt, but at least it would have given her a chance, rather than just expecting strangers to gift her son a free shirt. Sounds like mom and dad really didn't have any plans to entertain their own kid, so they pounced on the opportunity to pawn him off on other people campers. Poor kid probably did spend all day getting told to go see if those people are back and find something fun to do because his parents were checked out. I'm sad to report, but I've only been camping once, and even then it was with classmates overnight, with a small horde of teachers making sure it would be safe and boring. We didn't have any parents along, but I was the only one with a relative present who worked for the school. The entitled mom in this story really takes the cake. Never mind crossing the line, she didn't seem to have the common sense that most people usually learn over time. It's so strange. We've been making more entitled stories this week. If you like what you're watching and listening to, please don't hesitate to like and subscribe. I'll see you soon. Bye!